Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Yoruus speaking. Welcome to another game. This is 2 versus 2, classical start, desert, skirmish, quick speed, great wall band, +1 desert, fate, +4 from natural wonders, great wall, +100 gold band as well. I recorded the first part of this game, but sadly my computer crashed and I lost the first part of the recording. This is turn 57, so I guess that's not that far away. Probably 27 turns, since you start like turn 30 when you go classical. My teammate is Steve 3 times. We're going against Lord Gracchus and band with me. Band with for me. We're playing Rome Ottoman Mirror. I'm Rome, as you can see. What I did is I did the standard Liberty opening, settler worker, and I put my first free settler in front, the Napolis city. I did some aggressive scouting to get their capitals. Actually lost a unit, I think one of my spearmen. Yeah, I lost one of my spearmen to get his capital, but that was very useful, as I said previously, scouting enemy land, especially scouting capital, when you can build wonders, is very important. As you can see, the wonder animation, they start to build it. So I have some really nice lands, and I'm Rome. I like Rome a lot, thanks to their unique civilization skill. So I'm kinda in front. Steve 3 times is a little bit in the back, so we're gonna depend on me to actually make some blocker cities and defend their aggression, since his capital is close to me and the other player Rome is also going to front. Well, basically the strategy with Rome is to make a lot of good buildings in your capital, so the other cities can make them quick. I'm gonna put 2 more cities here, one on the hill, 3 times from my capital, and another one is there where my settler is. So I got nice frontal cities, good defense position, and then I can work on my first on those first 4 cities, and then I can expand a little bit more. I got pretty nice lands, a lot of hills to work on, quite some nice food supplies. It should be great. We went for ironworking, I believe. Now we go engineering and probably to crossbow. My teammate Steve 3 times was supposed to make the religion, so he just finished making Stonehenge. In the long run, it was not that great of an idea, but it didn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. So, what's going on? I think I started like building monument. I went full echo, to be honest. I kinda, though I'm in front, I kinda risked a bit going full echo first, so like building monument, granary, and worker. So I got a lot of workers. Rome is cool because they get legions, so you get free road making military units. And legions are actually great for defending, and they fortify their stronghold like crazy. So I got nice happiness advantage at the moment. I got some nice workers as well, so I can improve my land pretty quickly, and good for core city spots. And I got another one good city spot in the north where the gold is. There's another luxury there, and you don't see this right now, but in the back I have a lot of cities to make as well. Maybe not a lot, but at least 2 good city spots with hills. On the other side, my teammate Steve 3 times doesn't have doesn't have almost he has almost non-production, but we kind of balance this out. So first on production at the moment. As you can see, my teammate is aggressively scouted by a chariot archer, so he's gonna lose some improvements on his land. I'm making legionnaires since they already went for iron working now, I believe correctly. So I'm gonna make some engineers for the roads and have some units to defend. And then I'm gonna make some archers, I believe, or chariot archers for the mobility and for defense. As you can see, I have very nice capital, a lot of fruit in my capital. Not that many hills, but it's basically enough. I can work the Amon hill, I can work the copper, I can work the horse, I can work the hill in the back, the luxury, and then food and specialists. So it's pretty nice capital, solid capital. As you can see, we're already going for machinery. This is classical start, so things go pretty fast. And I believe they were quite aggressive. I hope we will see F9 a bit more often than in the previous game. Yeah, I want to improve my marble so I can grow. As you can see, my capital is very nice. With another population, I'm just gonna put it on copper, so I can order copper. And I believe I'm just gonna make some settlers, so I can make my cities pretty quickly, and then just focus on growing and echoing. Echoing, that's a strange word. So, I'm kind of missed the F9 screen, of course, as usual. Hopefully, with my next videos, when I'm gonna comment live, kind of live, I will put the F9 screen a bit more often. So you can see he already has some legionnaire here, so they will try to pressure me. Yeah, he lost like what 4 tiles, 1 chariot, a village full of my teammate tiles. Are we checking luxuries? I'm gonna trade in luxury. Yes, I'm gonna trade in luxuries right now since yeah, I'm just gonna finish my copper, so it should be perfect. Always trade excess luxuries to your teammates. Very important. Like many other things. So as you can see, I'm trying to make I'm making the buildings first in my capital before I'm gonna start making them in my other cities. That's the way you play Rome. The 25% boost to production is very solid, very nice. I only noticed I'm first in production, so this is good. I think I was first in production whole this game, not trying to spoil anything, but this was pretty strong game from me. Hopefully, as you can see, they are trying to pressure me a bit. You see the chariot archer there, spearman as well, legionnaire here. Thankfully, he backed out. To be honest, he should just stay there, fortify and heal. If I wouldn't be smart, he would get just free XP from bombarding the city. Always remember that when you bombard a unit with your city, it gives you XP and you get nothing, to be honest. So you can giving an advantage to the player that you actually bombard, because he's gonna get great generals faster than you if you're gonna use the city to bombard. So just keep that in mind. Of course, I'm not saying do not bombard with your city. I'm just saying that if you actually don't have to, and it will not make you kill a unit or something like that, it's probably better not to bombard. Just a little thing you should notice. So as you can see, I'm just gonna make one chariot here so I can withstand the pressure. Yeah, just do some damage to the spear. I think he's gonna pillage my horse probably, but I'm kinda not worried. I mean, like 3 units with a city on hill and 2 legionnaires in the back. I'm feeling pretty comfortable and safe, especially with the crossbows in 5 turns. So as you can see, I'm first in hammers and overall first in science, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna try to get my cities to population 4 so I can work all the production tiles nearby, and then I'm gonna plant more cities so I can start making buildings in them. Another legionnaire. So as you can see, they are trying to do something, uh, trying to do a lot something, but without range units, melee units cannot really do anything useful by themselves. I mean, they can pillage some, maybe they can make some kills in my units, but overall they need the ballistas or some archers or something like that. This was a pretty smart move from Lord Gracchus. He buy the hill, so he can easily fortify the legion there, or even make a fort, and he could like easily sit in that fort for the whole game. And most important, he can make a road right now, so he can sneak a ballista there to bombard my city. This was a very good move to get that vision, to get that mobility on those hills. I would love to buy the rest of the hills, but I don't actually have the money right now. I think my teammate will give me money so I can buy hills and deny them the hills. If he would buy those two hills south of his legion, I would be in trouble. To be honest, big trouble. But I kind of think that he's gonna give me money, and I'll manage to buy those hills. It's pretty important that I do. One thing that you have to also take into account is like this. When he has that hill, he can actually plant a great general right on my city, which is very hard to defend against. Ah, he snatched my worker. Doesn't matter. I made a kill I will kill his chariot archer and I will kill his scout later on. So that's pretty cool. So it will cost me one turn, but that's not much. So I'm still first in hammers, and my teammate is last with 24, so they are kinda in between 36 and 24. And they are aggressive towards me. I think there's not much going in the south, in the north, to be honest, if I remember correctly. So now I'm gonna try to make I'm just gonna make composite bowman. One, two composite bowmans. I mean, one composite bowman. I'm gonna get the second composite bowman right here, so I can upgrade them to crossbows when the actual technology will hit. So that will strengthen my defense a bit. Yeah, I managed to buy this hill, thankfully, so I can connect now these tiles with the road, so I can freely move from the desert to the road when I get the when I get the hills. They have military advantage right now, but they are not using it that well. Uh, I mean, they made legionnaires, and legionnaires count for a lot in the army strength. What they actually would need in this particular moment, they would need ranger units, so they can pressure me, put the range on hills, and just bombard my units. Ah, I see a sneaky chariot archer coming to me from the north. Excuse me. Coffee. So I'm roading this side. I started to road from the desert, so when I rode the hill, I can move freely from the road to the hill. I'm planning on roading all the tiles behind the hill, so I can really move freely. So I'm still first in hammers. I'm behind in military, but I don't see any real threat at the moment. I have some vision. I mean, it's a bit risky with if you would went against some really aggressive players. Uh, Probably I would have to make army right now, but I'm kind of feeling safe and with those two X bows that I can build buildings and get my economy going as fast as I can. And before I will have to actually make units because he's just sitting there with his legionnaires. He's not pushing forward, which he should do, because fortified legionnaires are very strong. Um, so kind of as I said, I'm feeling safe. And now I'm gonna get my two crossbows. So I'll try to push them back. I get happiness, so I can plant another city and I can grow all the cities before improving the gold. And the other reason for this is the extra happiness. The reason for this is I want to get my markets up before hitting golden age, so I can make more gold from the golden age, kind of. The mathematics behind. So I'm first in hammers. The sad part is my teammate is last in hammers, and he has half my hammers. So that's pretty not good. So you're kind of depending on my hammers actually to keep us in the fight. As you can see, I'm still growing. So when my seeds grow to pop 4, pop 5, pop 4, I can work all my hammer tiles. So I'll have even more hammers, which is pretty nice. I like it. So we're first in science, but we're lacking in army right now, and my teammate seems to have some sort of problems in the north. So I got my crossbows now. The crossbow in Napoli actually didn't finish because I think my teammate got some population, so the technology finished one turn earlier, which is not cool. Well, I guess I'll just save money. But now I have no real things to upgrade for my money, so that's not good either. If you have a lot of gold and then suddenly you don't have units to upgrade, that's also not good. So you kinda have to time it right. Sometimes delay the technology so you can actually upgrade your units. So you get something from your gold. Like having gold just to have gold is not that good. You need gold to upgrade units. You need gold to buy hills. And by hills, I mean buy good tiles or buy tiles that are kind of tactically advantages for you. But other than that, just holding up gold is just not good. Unless you plan, I don't know, like upgrading horses to knights or later on just keeping them for artillery or something. But use your gold and use it smart. So fifth city. I got my fifth city. Pretty nice spot again on a river with iron, food, gold. So there's another luxury that I can improve. And I think I'm thinking about planting another city on those hills, right side of Setia. It's a pretty good spot. I mean, it's gonna have three hills to work, and it will kind of connect my front, so I have a nice front to defend against them. Since the aggression will come to me, since they are both bordering me, and only one of them is bordering my teammate, so it's only logical they should attack me. And my teammate is at the moment very far away from me, so he cannot reinforce me quickly. So it's smart to attack me. Finally, a ballista, very good move, but uh, he doesn't have a real spot right now to put the ballista. That's the kind of beauty of this city spot that I picked. since it's kind of hard for him to bombard my city, especially when I bought the hills. If he bought the hill in the north, and if he would put a road in the south, he could actually make some good offense. But that was before the crossbows. Now when I have a crossbow, I can easily dispatch the siege units, and my legionnaires can just fortify and like stay there forever, and I can just switch them around. So they kind of lose their window of opportunity. So I can freely, as you can see, I'm just freely echoing. I'm building markets. I'm not afraid. Though they are first in army, they don't have a really good spot to attack me right now. So I have the time to make some more buildings to boost my economy before actually the time when I will need to make military units. 49 hammers for me and my teammate 21. Depressing. But my teammate was making other things. I mean, he made the science. He has nice capital. He made the science at start. Now probably I surpassed him with science, but he hadn't. And he was supposed to make religion, so he built the Stone Age, and he has the desert fate, so he works the desert tiles, the food tiles probably. So we kinda switch our roles, and Rome is very good for production and for spamming cities thanks to his unique ability, and the legions can connect your empire very quickly with roads, which is pretty nice. So as you can see, I got now 2 crossbows. I'm making roads on all the hills, so I can push him back and defend my cities. I hit negative happiness right now. I think that was not intended. Let me check out the study. Population 3, population 4. The 2 of my cities grew. I should probably wait a bit with growing the Napoli city. So I would just wait at pop 4, grow Ravenna to pop 4, and just wait for Arretium to grow to pop 4 like 2 days later. He's gonna plant a city there, so I want to make sure that I have the hill in front of his city, so I have the mobility and I can like plant a general or move a horse unit or something on the same tile. I mean on the same turn. I don't have to wait a turn because he has the hill. So that's pretty important. He probably should wait the last second until he moved the settler. Then I would not have the time to react, but now I do. And thanks to that I bought that hill, and this means trouble for him later on. So as you can see, I'm making my economy up, not worrying about the military, though they are first in military. uh, but this is kind of that's the point. I mean, you gotta see when you can freely make economy and when you actually need units. That's the most important part in multiplayer games. Yeah, I tried to snatch the settler, but it didn't work. I did too little damage, but almost the chariot had like, I don't know, maybe 3 or something like that HP. So it was worth a try. Didn't work, but it was worth a try. So I'm kind of surrounded right now, but as I said, I'm setting up my defense, making roads, and I have all my cities on hills, so I'm feeling pretty safe right now. I'm pushing the Rome back with my crossbows thanks to the mobility. I have much less units than them, but I have my land prepared for defense, so this is pretty good. So I'm kinda waiting and waiting again for my teammate to finish his turn. Just checking out that everything is cool. I think we were having a conversation on the TeamSpeak. He wanted me to buy that hill, so I would deny him another spot for a role. I guess it was a smart idea since we didn't have anything to do with the money, but I didn't thought it was necessary, but it wouldn't hurt. So he's giving me free XP right now to my crossbow. I like it. I'm waiting with planting the city and just so my city can grow, the Aretium city, that it can grow. I think I should change to workshop, maybe not. You're probably wondering why I'm building a crossbow in Ravenna. Well, the reason for that is I didn't build library or workshop in my capital yet, so I don't want to lose the 25% hammers. So I'm just gonna put the hammers into a military unit before I get the proper buildings in my capital. Without the fighting, there's not much going on in those turns yet. Yeah, so as you can see, it still gives XP to me and to my crossbow. I strongly advise against doing something like that. You gain nothing from bombarding a unit, and your enemy just gets free XP. So just keep in mind that it's not always good to bombard the city. So my city on the my city at the Setia just went pop 2, and I think I'm just gonna wait one more turn so my Aretium city will grow, and then I'm gonna plant another city. I should get the gold next turn as well, so I should be able to grow some more. And I'm gonna finish Colosseum in my capital, so I got Colosseums left to build in all my cities, so I should be happiness wise pretty good. So as you can see, I just gained a promotion with my crossbows, so I'm gonna probably retreat with this crossbow to my city and put another crossbow in there, so so I can gain more XP. Rome is doing kind of smart thing right now. Maybe smart thing. I think he would be fine if he would just fortify legionnaires or at least make a road and a fort in front of my cities. But now it's kind of too late, and he doesn't really know how much crossbows I have, so he's probably kind of afraid that I will do a lot of damage and he will lose units. I think so. As I said, they kind of lose the opportunity to deal a lot of damage to me, since they didn't attack with the legionnaires and they didn't back it up with range units. Now it's pretty much too late to do something useful. He's still trying to do some damage to my units, which is pretty good, but as you can see, I got a road now, so I got the mobility and I can easily defend this. He's gonna be in trouble now. So now I'm just micromanaging my tiles so I get the most production out of my cities, and finally connecting my cities with my teammate. And I'm probably gonna give him the Legionnaires so we can make some roads in the front. Legionnaires are a great unit, especially when you couple it with pyramids. Pyramids are very strong wonder, especially for Rome. When you get legionnaires making roads in one turn in front, it's pretty nice. So he managed to escape. No, he didn't. I got him. So I'm gonna heal my wounded crossbow, and now I'm gonna just XP with my other crossbow. So I got my Colosseum finished, my capital, probably gonna make a workshop right now, and still gonna make the useful units in my other cities, most probably. Another settler. The reason for this, if I remember correctly, is I'm gonna finish Liberty in 10 turns. So yes, I'm gonna finish Liberty in 10 turns, and I'm gonna go Physics, and we agreed that I'm gonna take a great engineer, because I kinda don't need a great general right now, because we feel very comfortable. So I will just rush build Notre Dame, and I can plant more cities in the back. I think that was the general idea. So as usual, I'm setting food focus just to be sure that when someone takes my tiles or builds something, it will go for food. It's pretty important when you don't have that much excess food in your city, so you don't starve your city by an accident. So again, improving land, making the road to my teammate. So I'm still first in hammers. I almost have twice the hammers of my teammate, which is pretty. I mean, it's good for me, but not good for me since he's less than hammers. It's not good. So he's still giving me free XP for my crossbows, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna get some experience as well by shooting myself. But as I said, just don't give free XP. It really matters in the end how much great generals and how much promotions you get. So yes, so I'm thinking about planting cities in the back. I think two cities. My teammate want to plant a city close to his marble as well. So I'll have at least two city spots in the back. There's a lot of hills there. Hopefully I'll get some. I'll get a lot of happiness from Notre Dame. Well, I know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try to do a little bit of suspension at least. Remember, fortify your units. It's not a full fortify, but still it counts as a fortified unit. So remember, fortify units before you do anything when you fight. It really matters when you get damage. So I'm finishing my colosseums in my cities. So as you can see, I'll have some nice excess happiness, so I can actually grow my cities even more. So it's economically I'm in a very good spot. My teammate finally got great profit, so he finally got religion, but he has only 4 cities, and really those the DR Bakir cities will be a good production city. The rest is, well, just pure crappiness. But still, he's got the religion and he's making gold and he has nice population, so it's adding up to the team. And there's really not much he could do with the land he has, so that's good. That's good. As you can see, he has almost no hills. No hills. All the hills on our side of the map is on my on my territory. So I'm trying to get some damage, to get some XP. Um, when you can, you should always do some damage with your units. Idle units don't give you anything useful, remember that. So always try to maximize your units, get the XP, deal that little bit damage, so because in the end it's all adds up. So I'm second in army right now and I'm first in production, so I still feel a bit I still feel comfortable that I have the time to get my workshops and get my buildings up, so I don't actually have to rush. Though as you can see, did I manage to save him? Yes. So you can see he has a legionnaire and two crossbows, but to be honest, he doesn't have a way to attack me right now, because this land is between two my cities, and actually Satricum, if he's surrounded from the north, he cannot shoot my city. I purposely planted it on this hill, so I really have a good defensive position right now. I have roads, so I'm tough not to crack at the moment. So I personally thought this game that I really have the time to get more economy. So I'll probably after the settler I'll just make a workshop in my capital, get some little, put some hammers into units in my other cities, and when I'm gonna finish with my workshop in my capital, I'm just gonna make workshops in all my other cities, so I get even more production. I think that was the general plan for this moment in this game. So my teammate is expanding to the front as well, so he can put a bit pressure in the north. So you made the religion. He made the religion Idiyar Kabir for the reason that it's gonna spread to my cities faster, and it's gonna spread to 3 cities instead of one of his. So those 4 cities will make a lot of pressure in front of us. It's kind of interesting. I think they have a natural Fate Wonder. Yes, that last Ottoman cities, the one in the northeast side of the map, is on Natural Wonder, but they got it late, so they don't have the religion yet, which is not a good idea. Religion is very strong, especially with teamers. If you get the +1 happiness pantheon, it's really crazy for the guy who takes it and actually wins the religion. Because for example in 2v2 it's like everyone has at least 8-10 cities in mid game, so 8-10 cities is 20 happiness on your side, and if you are winning with the religion you can get like 40 happiness, which 40 happiness it's like craziness so to speak. It's very powerful. I mean, religion is very powerful, and it's sometimes very hard to counter, and I lost a lot of games purely in my own feeling because of the religion. Uh, Sometimes you just can't compete with natural wonders if the opponents have, or the opponent has two natural fade wonders. There's no really much you can do. So you kinda, in the long term, you should lose. Though I know players that actually are able to was able to win against such scenarios. I have very hard time competing with this. Maybe it's some sort of a psychological blockade, but I have hard time competing with the natural fate wonders. When someone has very strong religion, I kinda some most of the times I just mess up. Sometimes I have a good game. Um, I had once one game with Rome against Merle, if I remember correctly, when I just forfeit the religion because I knew I cannot compete with his fate wonders, and it was going not bad, I would say, but just kill me later on with science and some, or even not with science, just he killed me with, I made with counterattack, to be honest. I made a attack that failed and he counterattacked me and GG. Simple as that. So as you can see, he's trying to do some damage, but I have the mobility advantage, so he cannot do much really, and his teammate Rome is just sitting back. Uh, Not like he can do much, but he should at least put some legionnaires there and fortify, maybe put some range units and do at least a bit of damage, so I have to focus on two fronts. When your teammate is not actually helping you, I can easily focus on one front, which is not good for them. As you can see, I'm putting a bit hammers into crossbows right now, finishing the Colosseum. Until I get the workshop in my capital, then I'm just gonna pop workshops in all the rest of my cities for that for hammer advantage. If I remember correctly, we were just discussing where he's supposed to plant his city, because I want to fit two cities and preferably with some good hills. Hit hill tiles. I just scouted the back to be sure what's there. It's kind of interesting map, this desert setting. Very interesting map. Always remember fortify, fortify. I'm putting the road on my horse so I can move freely from the horse to the hills. This increase your mobility by a lot. So we got physics right now, and I'm like 4 turns until I finish Liberty. Then I can pop the Notre Dame. I'm first in hammers, which is pretty good, and we are first in science. We are actually leading 3 technology right now, so this is pretty good. We're in a good spot right now. The only bad thing is my teammate is less than hammers, but they are focused on me and they really cannot pass right now, and I'm focusing on economy, so it should be pretty okay. So I'm gonna give him a unit. I'm my legionnaire, so he can roll his land on turn 95. I should have probably do it much earlier, but I kinda needed those 2 legionnaires on my land for defend and rolling myself. Yeah, so I'll try to make a road here as well, road the front, so I even have more mobility. Roads are very important for combat, really very important. I know they cost gold, but they give you the mobility you need. You can easily move in and move out units, which gives you a lot of opportunity to save or deal damage. Did I get him? Yes. So one legion down for him. Good for me. And the chariot sneaked in, which is pretty good as well. I really didn't have any use for this chariot at this moment, so it paid off. And I got a great engineer, great general. Great generals are great. Always remember to keep them close to your army for that extra 15% bonus in combat strength. So I'll be finishing workshop next turn. Thanks to that, I'll be able to make workshops in all my other cities, and then I'll be ready to just spam army, to be honest, because only building I'm missing in those three first cities I think are libraries right now. So with workshops I can maybe sneak in libraries later on for that extra science, but we're kinda okay with science, so it's not a huge deal since we are leading in science right now. And I'm still first in hammers. I have more than twice hammers of my teammate at the moment. Yeah. The Ottomans are still first in army. So what it tells me is probably the Ottomans will fight and Rome will just give him units, which is pretty good for me because I would be in a much worse situation if actually Rome would fight as well. I mean, at least try to fight. Now Ottomans has to fight on two fronts, which is bad for him. So just keep that in mind in teamers. It's pretty much when you're alone fighting two persons, you have a disadvantage, um, and it's good to have an advantage. So tell your teammate to fight. So I got my workshop in my capital. I can make workshops in my other cities right now, and I think we're taking civil service. Chichen Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is always nice. I messed up a bit with my liberty. I should have planted the city probably one turn later. It doesn't really makes that huge difference since I would be like one turn or two turns behind with population and two turns on hammers, and now I actually missed uh, one, two turns on social policy, or at least one turn on social policy. And that one turn can, in close games when you have very equal players, one turn on wonders can mean a lot, really a lot. So that was a bit of a mistake, but I think it didn't matter that much this game. So I'm still trying to get the free XP, which allows me to give and make a bit of damage to everything, even shoot a worker for the free XP. Ouch, that will cost me a crossbow. Greedy, greedy Yoruus. Now you will pay. So, my greediness for experience and damage cost me a crossbow and didn't gain me nothing. But now I'm in a good spot right now, so focus on I can focus on units soon, since all my economical buildings are up, the most important ones. So now I can freely spam units in my four first cities, and the other cities will just make economy buildings, which is pretty nice. '83. Finally, my teammate is not less than hammers. Ottomans are less than hammers right now, and I have almost twice the hammers of Ottomans. So that tells me I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I should be able to just make units and counter their advance. Since I get so much hammers, it shouldn't be a problem. I forgot to remove the shift click on my Legionnaire. That was a mistake, but Cosmic Legionnaire, can I back him up? Can I back him up? Yes, I can. It's good. As you can see, my units are already getting the second promotion thanks to that early free XP that he was giving me. It's pretty nice. And my Legionnaire, Hero Legionnaire, he survived. Though the crossbow survived. No, he didn't. Yes, my teammate comes and saved the day, killing a crossbow. So Rome kinda wake up right now. He finally put the crossbow on the hill, so he's gonna try to pressure me on this side as well. But it's kinda too late right now. Nothing's going on in the north. I'm telling my teammate to push him in the north to attack, but it's gonna happen later on. He needs to put his buildings up as well, and he's making wonder oracle. Great. But he was behind in hammers for whole game, so it was hard for him to actually have the spare hammers for extra units that I actually have, which is pretty good since I'm kind of fighting on two fronts only by myself. He just came here, he gave me 3 units, I mean 1 unit plus these 2 chariots that he have right now, but we were in this kind of situation that we would able to do this, which is pretty good. But it's not always like this. I had very good lands and he had crappy lands, but you always kind of have to, um, you gotta work together. I mean, like, this is a teamer after all, so everyone has to work on his advantages and cancel the disadvantages. As you can see, Rome is start to attack me, and he's pushing me in the north as well. So this is how you actually had to do things. You gotta fight on two fronts against one person, and this is how you get an advantage in combat. So they are putting a little bit pressure, which is very good from them. They finally had the range units to do damage. This is pretty good. For them, of course, not for me. But I'm not that much afraid. As I said, I had the time. That was a bit of a risk, yes, but I kinda knew because I had so much hammer advantage that I have the time to put my economy up, and now when I'm gonna finish workshops, I can only build units. And then I will have the manufacturing advantage, so if I only don't mess up fighting a bit, if I trade units for example 1 for 1, I should be perfectly fine. And hopefully I can do combat good as well, so I won't use units and I can get some kills without losing units. Because that's basically how hammers work. The guy who has the most hammers has the advantage in combat because he can trade units. If he trades units, he will gain advantage every turn that will pass. Oh, my teammates again less than hammers. Probably growing right now. But still, I have almost twice the hammers of my. I mean, I have the twice the hammers of my teammate. But then again, their Ottomans are not that high on hammers as well. So this is pretty strong. So I finally got my liberty. So I planted another city and I even delayed the liberty finisher by even more turns. As I said earlier, that wasn't a smart move. But thankfully I think I'm sure I'm gonna get Notre Dame since I played this game. And but those little things can cost you uh, a lot in very close games. I was kind of It was safe for me to even delay this by so much because we had that technological advantage. But still, just remember that it's sometimes just not worth it. Oh, and Petra was banned on this map, of course, as well. I forgot about that. Petra would be so OP. Well, he's putting pressure, but uh, it's not smart in his position, to be honest, because I have the roads, I have the mobility in my land, and I have can have much more units shooting his units and he has only like three tiles that he can put units on. So this angle of attack is really not good right now. He shouldn't attack me, and he's still trying to push me and losing units, which is not good. Rome has a tough position as well. Uh, Now I'm golden age, so 115 hammers, almost three times the Ottoman hammers. So I really have a hammer advantage over them. So they shouldn't trade units, and especially they shouldn't lose units without making kills. So they are in now they are in hard position. They let me echo. They let me build up all the buildings I need. So now I will just switch to units, and most probably I will just have so much units I'll have an advantage over them. So I got the Notre Dame, which is pretty good. Now I got excess happiness, so I can grow my cities so they work all the hills around, and I can grow my cities in the back. And I'll probably be able to get a natural golden age since I got the liberty golden age right now, but with the excess happiness I should be able to finish off the natural golden age from happiness. Excuse me, I'm a bit sleepy. So as you can see, I'm still working on improving my land. I have the excess happiness, so I want to grow my cities so they are able to work all the hills around them. We are first. Now Rome is only 57 hammers, so I have twice the hammers of Rome, and now probably I have twice the hammers of Ottomans. So they both have the hammers of only me. So that tells me I'm in a really good position right now. Because added my teammate hammers, which is probably better than theirs. We are really ahead in hammers. So my teammate can focus on north, and I with my hammers can probably defend south easily. So we can attack them from two fronts. We can attack them from two fronts and just go for the kill. Especially that his capital is pretty close. I'll just need to take that Kayseri city, and then they will lose all the defensive advantage of the hills and mountains. Will I add libraries? Yes, I will even add libraries for even to hammer down those the extra science. I want to make the Legionnaires. I mean, my teammate wanted to go for muskets, but I kind of wanted to delay muskets a bit, so we went education before the muskets, just so I can make some more Legionnaires, so I can then upgrade them, since I'm in Golden Age right now, and I will get another Golden Age, so I will have the gold, so I can upgrade Legionnaires to muskets, and I will have the muskets that are able to make roads and that are able to make forts, which is always nice. I mean, roads, melee units making roads, it's pretty strong. And forts. So he is sending me a great general, so I can plant the my great general on his on Kayseri, and then I still have a general to retake the citadel if he actually plans to, if he's gonna retake the citadel with his general, so then I can take both citadels. I think that was the general plan. His units are not fortify, remember, always fortify. Unless he already shoot it. I don't remember exactly. As you can see, Rome is building up defenses. So I figure out he just gave up. Oh, this legionnaire was so lucky. So he gave up on attacking south. He probably just gives units to Ottomans, and they're gonna try to pass from the Kayseri side. But to be honest, as I said earlier, it's not a good idea. You should always try to fight in a situation like this. When you have your own front, try to fight and try to distract the enemy player so he can actually pay attention on two sides. Then it's always you can always fit some sneaky moves and sneaky attacks, or fast clicks or fast attacks when someone has the attention on the other side, so you can get some kills and do some damage. So it's really very good to distract the player when he fights on two fronts. It really adds up to the damage in combat. 129 hammers, so I got twice the hammers of Rome, their Rome. Of course, I'm in Golden Age, but still, now I'm Golden Age, and I'm gonna get another Golden Age. So, I'm in a very good spot. He's finally got religion, and our religion doesn't spread at all, which is kind of depressing. We were hoping that we're gonna get religion sooner than them. I mean, religion to our cities and to spread to their side of the map. That's what I meant. So as you can see, he cannot do real damage to me from this side. I think he should focus on north, to be honest, but I guess they think that I'm the real threat in here. But the more units I can kill, the more damage I can deal. My teammate will have better chances of passing north. Mm, so devoting units to me is just not a good idea. As you can see, this city was not looking that great of a spot earlier, but actually with civil service and the tweet, thanks to the oasis, is pretty strong right now, so it can actually have 6 population. Uh, the most important part when you're going for production is actually getting heals. Especially you want to get heals in your first city ring, so you don't have to buy heals. Uh, because heals are very expensive. It's like 75, I mean from 50, 45 to 75 and even 100 gold later on, and 100 gold is really a lot. It's 1.5 crossbow upgraded, so that's a lot. So you wanna be economic about it and plant your cities close to good production tiles. I mean close to hills or even plant on hills. So your cultural borders spread to other good tiles, for example luxuries or food tiles, because cultural borders always go for the tiles. Maybe when we're gonna switch to some city set, yeah, preferably next turn, you're gonna see where the cultural borders actually go. They have a lot of hills around, but cultural borders do not think like that. They don't want to take hills, they want to take food, they want to take sheep, they want to take gold, they want to get desert license, for example, before they actually get the hill. So I'm putting as much damage as possible just to keep him occupied and maybe snipe off a unit when I can. I'll probably want to roll that hill with the Legionnaire so I can plant a general right away at the start of the turn and then block the land in front from so he cannot plant a great general in the same turn. I think that was my general idea. I should have built Forge in that city for that extra 15% hammer. Oh, so actually we went to the city. Yeah. Oh, actually this time but there's nothing else to do. So it's one food tile and only hills left. So this is not a good example because every other tile is desert. So it's kind of obvious it's gonna spread to everything else than desert. But if I would have another food tile that I can spread to, it probably would spread to a food tile first instead of the hill. So just keep that in mind. You're planning on going a lot of hammers. So as you can see, thanks to the Notre Dame, I still have +7 happiness, which is pretty nice. I can still grow my cities to like pop 6, pop 6, so I can work a lot of hammers. What happened there? He shift clicked the crossbows. You can do that if you didn't know that. With shift plus B, lets your crossbowmen, your range units attack like with a shift move. So on next turn, it's pretty cool because you can snipe off units pretty fast. So just keep that in mind that it is an option. I think I'll be a bit aggressive right now because I want to plant the general, and I think I'm first in army right now. I hope I'm gonna check F9. Come on, Yoruus, go check F9. We want to see F9. As you can see, I can only build units right now. I have all my important economic buildings in my first 4 cities, so my other 4 cities can now work on the economy, and I can focus on other cities just to spam units, which is good right now. I'm in a good position, right? So 50% of my hammers just goes, and even more than 50% because of the capital goes to military units right now. I want to roll the other side so I can move there as well with my units. And I believe I want to make some farms here just to be sure that I have some extra food tiles that I can work if there's like units taking off my food tiles. 138 hammers for me and 77 for Ottomans, so I have almost twice his production right now. Did I check? Is he in Golden Age? Where's the mouse cursor? Ah, damn. Yeah, +2 gold. I think I just saw a +2 gold, so I guess he's in Golden Age as well. Um, so it's pretty good. I have almost twice the hammers. So now I finished the road, so I can sneak in a general next turn. Ouch. My hero legionnaire died. I'm gonna be aggressive right now. I want to plant that great general. This will be troublesome for him because the units in his city is gonna take damage. I'm missing a road on the plains, so I cannot move freely to his luxury spot. As you see, because the zone of control of the city is gonna make me lose movement. And my teammate is wonder spamming. But he can. As I said, we're in very good position. If he would make army, we would probably kill them much faster. But uh, he decided to underspam. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning like crazy. My kid didn't let me sleep that well this night. So I was thinking about planting a general here. Oh, actually, I will plant a general here. That's pretty aggressive. That's pretty aggressive from me. Or yes, no, no, yes. I don't remember that. Hmm. Probably I was hoping that I can plant a general this turn, but since I didn't, I'm just gonna back up my general right away, and I'm just gonna try to control the land. I think so at least. Yeah, I'm gonna back up. Yes, I'm gonna back up my general. So now I need to control this tile, this single tile, so he cannot retake my citadel right away. Um, as you can see, I'm just switching units. I should move it back one more turn. Come on, come on, go, go! Oh, stupid! Come on, you're risky. I think that crossbow on the ship didn't shoot yet, and now he can probably move something. No, okay. I'm just gonna advance aggressively. It's pretty nice. They actually went long swords. So they didn't hold up on technology at all, and we did hold up on technology, as I said, since I want to make more legionnaires. And finally, Rome now is trying to do something useful, but it's a bit too late right now because already damage is done. I now have the control of the north. I have the citadel where I want, and I got the Ottomans army on the run. At least I think so. I have. Um, So now Rome attacking from this side is not really a good idea. I mean, three crossbows, it will not work. Three crossbows cannot kill a city, especially when I'm gonna get my crossbows in 2 turns. So it's gonna be a city with a crossbow. I mean, two cities with a crossbow. So it's like he has only two tiles that are from which he can attack my one city, because he's gonna put a crossbow on the tile in the south, then my other city will, so he's gonna have like two cities with two crossbows against his three crossbows. That's no way it's gonna work. But Ottomans are kinda strong, they have a lot of units here. I guess I'm gonna try to back up probably, not to lose any more units and just make some kills and depend on the damage from the citadel. Yeah, Ottomans are... My teammate is 69 hammers again. So they are like almost every one of them is like twice. I mean, I got twice the hammers of every single player in this game. Almost twice hammers of every single player in this game. So it's pretty good, at least for us. For my team, it's good. I'm gonna try to snipe off his spike probably. But first, do some damage here. Ah, he was quick enough uh, to kill my crossbow. Now I left this worker here on purpose, because it's kind of blocking a tile. If I would have only unit there, he could went with a unit and went with a great general and just retake my citadel. But since there's a worker there, if I'm gonna keep retaking him, he's gonna retake it next turn, and it's gonna block this tile forever from from moving a general into the tile. So keep that in mind, those little tricks with the worker. So I'm just gonna retake it, probably with a shift click, and it's gonna block him from making a citadel next turn again. Finally, happiness from shrines. Cool. As you can see, I'm shift clicking shoot orders for my crossbows. The problem with shift orders is that if he shoots those units this turn, the shift click will cancel itself and my units will do nothing. But thankfully it didn't happen and I actually shooted something, which is good. So he still have some crossbows in the back. Did I save the crossbow? Yes, I did. So he has some units in the back, but now I control his city with my citadel, so he cannot really have a unit in the city because they're gonna take damage all the time, and he cannot pass in front of me as long as he will not retake the citadel, so his unit's gonna take damage as well. And I got the movement on this side, so he's in a pretty bad spot right now. And as long as I'm gonna keep retaking the worker, he will not be able to plant a general there quickly, which is pretty good. As you can see, thanks to that road on the horse, the long swordsman that's on that hill doesn't block my movement, and I can freely move to the north. If I wouldn't make that road there, I would have hard time going to the north from that city. I think my teammate started to attack north now, so we are coming from both directions onto Ottomans, so he's now in trouble. Now, that was a smart move from him. He put a crossbow on the worker, so I can't retake it. So next turn, it's gonna be a bit nervous who gets there first. If he's gonna take the worker, and if I will be able to block that. Well, if he's gonna plant that general, I still have my general to retake the citadel, but we shall see what happens. One more legionnaire before the upgrades actually hit. I'm gonna put my unit in a city. Remember, units in your borders heal faster, and units in cities heal even more faster. Yeah, actually he didn't. Yes, he didn't move the worker. Probably he was occupied in the north, so I was able to use his distraction to dis distraction to retake the worker. So I'm blocking this. Spot from Great General still, which is very good. This is what I need to do. As you can see, he finally made roads, but he doesn't have a chance on passing this. Those two cities are making a dead zone there um, for his units, so south is not an option to pass unless he would have a huge advantage in army over me. But he doesn't have advantage at all with the army strength. Yay, my teammate has a lot of gold, so I can upgrade my legionnaires to long swordsmen. This will make things a little bit easier for me. See, he's preparing his great general to plant there, but as I said, I'm gonna retake the worker with a shift click, so I can still block this spot from putting a great general. He could uh, go a risk a bit and try to snipe off my crossbow and move a general there, since he can plant a great general there, but still I would be able to retake the citadels with my great general. So that's not really an option. And he's making a smart move not planting a citadel if he has only this general. And now I got two generals. It's even it's even worse for him right now. So I can retake even two generals right now. So as you can see from their attack, they tried to put pressure on me, but now their attack failed, and thanks to that little risk of mine of going economy, now I have the hammer advantage and I'm just swarming them with units. And Rome is really defensive, so I don't have to worry about the right side, but still probably they think that he needs to keep some units there to defend against me, so I don't attack Mediolanum. But I don't have roads prepared there, to be honest, so it would be hard for me to defend. But at least I'm forcing the Rome to keep some units here, so he cannot strengthen the north with his units. And as I said, I think that my teammate will start to attack north, do some damage, distract the Ottoman player right now. So it's even better for me, so I can make some good kills thanks to that. So I'm gonna shift click my long swordsman to retake the worker again to block the great general spot. There we go. Will I get the general? Come on. Yes. No, he backed it up. He backed it up just in time. But almost, almost. So as you can see, I'm getting advantage in north. So I'm gonna slowly prepare to siege the city. I think I got some trebuchets from my teammate coming, and I'm making some myself, so I can start bombarding the city and take it. Oh, this city grew to a nice production city. Units in 2 turns is pretty nice. So, he retake my worker again. So now I need to retake this worker again, so to block his great general. And if you didn't notice, the worker was damaged by thanks to retaking it. It actually healed. It's a pretty nice trick, because you can basically have a. If you're planning to capture a worker, you can always shoot him a bit first to get that extra XP, and then when you actually capture him, it's gonna be still full HP. So you get a full HP worker and some nice experience. Of course, you have something to shoot. Shoot the worker in the first place. There we go. And another crossbow down. Oh, he actually puts a bit of pressure in the south. But as I said, he really cannot do much with 4 crossbows. I got very good defensive position in south. So most probably I can just fend off his attack with only those 2 units and a longsword. So I'm gonna start working on the city. So I pushed him back to behind the city. Got 130 hammers. My teammate is almost twice behind. They are somewhere in between, but I'm gonna get my natural golden age next turn, so I should be finally good at gold, and I'm gonna explode with hammers again. So again, he retook the worker. Worker fight every single turn. I should be able to retake it. I still have like some units I can shoot with. Can I? Or can I? Okay, I cannot. What actually I will do, I think I'm gonna just leave him here. Yes, just gonna shift click, because the citadel is gonna kill that longsword. So my horse shouldn't take. Ah, he did take the damage. He did take the damage. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, missed it. Oh, so he's pretty fast as well. But as you can see in south, he's backing up, so it was like only to distract me for a bit from north, but it didn't have any chance to succeed. I mean, maybe it cost me some bad moves, but still, it wasn't a real attack, it was just to distract me. But now I have a huge army advantage, I have twice the army of Rome, and I have twice the hammers. The average hammer is 102, so that's 102, 272. For example, they have 100 hammers, 200 hammers, so at least I have one. I'm 50% ahead. No, it's not. Wait a second. I 150 plus 70 hammers from my teammate. That's 230. So they got 170 hammers overall. So they got 170 hammers. Uh, so that's 85 hammers. So I almost have twice the hammers of every single player in this game. So uh, it's pretty good. Together we have 230 hammers, so together we are ahead 60 hammers with my teammate. So 60 hammers is a lot of advantage. Though I'm still in Golden Age. I'm in Golden Age. If I was in game, I would check if they were going Golden Age as well. So I got my trebuchet. I hope it's spelled like that, trebuchet. So now I can bombard the city and I can finally take it. After the city falls, I think it's just GG from them because there's not much they can do. I have a free way to take his capital, and without his capital, they are just devastated. So I still have some excess happiness to grow. Finally, my religion spreads, so shrines give me happiness, which is pretty nice. Mm, will I be able to retake this worker? Hopefully I am. So even if he would take my capital, I mean my capital, my citadel, I don't really think I would force him that much to retake it. Okay, I got this. Will he be able to? Yeah. But he actually didn't move, the great general, to retake this citadel. As I said, he doesn't have units left to defend this city right now, and I got my trebuchets here. So even if he would plant a citadel right now, it would be a really waste. It would be a waste because when I would take the city, I would just retake the citadels back. So there's no really point to waste the general. But to be honest, uh, I think actually this game will be over soon, if I remember correctly, with me taking this city. Because they lost. I mean, we're ahead in hammers for a lot, and they lost their army right now. And I think my teammate is actually pushing Ottomans in north, so he's in trouble right now. And I got strong military. I think I'm first in military right now. And they got Janissaries though. Janissaries are very good. It's a very strong unit. Yeah, he's in trouble in North as well. So I'll try to make some kills now. Uh, yeah, exactly. Boom, boom. Ah, so slow from my part. Now I have so much units, I can actually sacrifice units just to attack and make the kill. So I really think this game will be over, like this turn or next turn. If I remember correctly, they GG'd. So at least the movie is gonna finish soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Uh, Thank you for watching and check out my future videos. Hopefully I got my they GG. I got my one video left to make the commentary on 3 versus 3, and I'm hoping that future videos I'm just gonna do on fly commentary. So thank you again, and see you all later. Yeah.